Hi. We're going to make a short announcement. jrayc and MaddeLisk are setting up their gear, and they have some issues setting up the gear, so we're going to have to take a break of about 10 minutes to let them put all the stuff together. It's going to be a pretty intense matchup, so they want to be perfectly prepared, both of them very focused, so I'm going to see what they want to talk to me about during the interview. I think they're both going to be pretty silent and focused and with murder in their eyes. I'm going to talk real shortly about what you will actually get if you manage to win this tournament. We have prizes for the third place, second place, and first place. And the second and third place will get HyperX RAMs, SSD 3s, 8 gigabytes, and a 120 gigabytes SSD. So pretty nice loot bag from Kingston HyperX there. And for the first place, you're going to get the 120 gigabyte SSD. You're also going to get a 16 gigabyte DDR3 RAM. You're also going to get a special design Victory mouse pad, the University Star League, actually 2 of them, so that you can play on one and frame the other one, or hit your siblings with it, or whatever you want to do. That's perfectly up to you, actually. And the super special prize, last tournament, we actually had a good friend, make a painting of the winner in the style of a character, and MaddeLisk won last time, so she got a Kerrigan picture of herself, a huge painting, which was awesome. This year, or this time, it's actually the same year, but this season, we have Violet Gear crafting something huge, and I know, and it's I've seen it wrapped into something. I have no idea what it is, but she's crafted something pretty pimp for this year's winner of the competitive tournament. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I'm especially looking forward to see MaddeLisk versus jrayc and the semifinals. We're going to talk to Violet Gear real short before the semifinals, and there's a lot of other cool stuff going on. If you're at home feeling like, ooh, it seems like you're having a good time, we are having a good time. Aren't we having a good time? We're having a super good time, and the bar is about to open here later on. It's going to be absolutely epic. So if you're sitting at home thinking like, I wonder if I have the time to come there, yes, you do. She's not that far out, actually. It's very close to the subject. Come to the subway. Come here and watch StarCraft with us. I'll give you a hug. Don't worry, you can get that. So we're going to take about a 10-minute break, and we'll pop back with jrayc versus MaddeLisk. Yes. All right. Here you are. Welcome out of the booths. You've been done for a few minutes now, but we have to wait out the timer. So you all ready and fixed and set up?
Yep.
Yep. I'm not going to talk too much, and I'm not going to force you to have a long interview with me. Just take a look. You wrote Stockholm University for school. Are you still studying, or have you been studying? Or
I'm still studying, yeah.
You're still studying. What are you studying?
I'm a teacher candidate in English.
All right.
So,
yes, I hear that on your English. It's freaking perfect. Awesome. And so English versus mathematics here. So we're going to see which discipline is, I guess, the most powerful. Which one do you think helps the most in StarCraft?
Mathematics, of course.
Mathematics, of course. Okay, that was a bad.
Talk her to death,
Yeah, that's true. You can smack talk her to death. We're a bit against the bad BM part, but then again, if you're doing English, then you can smack her in a nice university-style way. Well, I'm not going to hold you here for too much. I know you want to get into the booths and prepare for the games, and I know that whatever I ask, you're not going to disclose any type of strategies anyway. So just get into the booths. Let me see a handshake, and good luck, guys. It's going to be an intense matchup.
Thanks.
Guys, an applaud for these two. They're so focused. The intensity, man, it makes me nervous here. That's awesome. I'm going to just throw it straight over to the casters, and we're going to see who's going to prevail. Last season's champion MaddeLisk, or the new candidate for that one, jrayc. Let's see how this goes. Over to you, casters.
Petter, if you are nervous, imagine how we feel right now. This is one of the most anticipated games so far in this tournament, and it's going to be an epic game. The actual ladies world champion in StarCraft 2, MaddeLisk, is facing up against the Terran Hope, jrayc.
Yes, that is correct. Just like you said, this is the most hyped match of this tournament, and I'm extremely excited to cast this. With MaddeLisk being a celebrity, and jrayc has been displaying some pretty impressive results in minor tournaments, stuff like that online.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
it's been so cool. I read an interview that MaddeLisk did for a huge newspaper right after she won the World Championship.
Oh yeah, I read that article.
Did you know what she said about the opponents?
She thought they would be harder.
Yeah. And just by saying that, I was like, I thought it would have been a harder tournament. That says a lot on what we're going to see right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I haven't seen jrayc play too much. I only know a little bit about his history. Like, there's actual footage of MaddeLisk that I've been like watching, so I know a little bit more about her.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to see what these players decide to do.
Yes, indeed. And I saw a game. I watched her stream a while ago, and it was quite high level. And she did a cool assault with Nidus Worms, just put out queens, swarm host, everything. And when you face the Protoss opponent, and he's like, lol, what do I do against this? And then GG.
Yeah, well, jrayc is a Terran, and Terran is a pretty good race against Zerg. It's going to be interesting to see if he decides to go mech or bio. Well, anyway, how about we quit stalling and get to casting?
Are we ready for the game?
Oh.
Soon. All right, so we're going to see them on the first map, which is Polar Knights, right?
That is correct.
Yes, and that's quite an interesting map choice because it's well, it's not the newest map as there's new maps in rotation.
Well, I'm curious to see who is the person picking this map, in what pick order they did this, because Polar Knight is actually a pretty good map for Terran. The rush distance isn't too long. It's quite easy to isolate Zerg bases with the use of drops and stuff like that. There's a lot of airspace for MutaliSks and medevacs, so. The dynamic, or the battles and games of TVZ on Polar Knight tend to be very dynamic and back and forth. But, ladies and gentlemen,
you don't need to watch our ugly faces anymore. Let's head into the game.
it is time.
Yes.
So, Michael?
First of all, at the top of the map, we will find jrayc from Team Property playing Terran in red.
I like that. And now here, we have her, the world champion in what would you say, arguably the best female player in StarCraft 2. She is MaddeLisk, the Blue Zerg, in the southern position here on Polar Knight.
Oh, it's so exciting.
3 hype, 5 me.
And we saw a bit of a BM smack talk here at the beginning with a nice heart in the chat. So that was...
well, the heart can mean a lot of things. It's like if you add a
no,
smiley.
don't go there. Don't go there. It doesn't mean balls.
No. Oh, no. It can mean a lot of things. Like, it's like the legendary Cruncher smiley, Cruncher versus Idra from MLG 2011.
Yeah.
Where he did that smiley.
Yeah. It could be that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is.
No.
It is actually a heart. Because MaddeLisk is a ruthless but nice player. She's just slaughtering her opponents in game, but outside she's very, very nice person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't not been talking to her, but I should probably go down there and like have a word with her. Anyway, we see jrayc. Let's just call him Ray or something like that, because saying the whole name is going to be very frustrating and problematic.
You call it JC.
JC. Yeah, make him sound like a rapper. Anyway, we see JC getting for CC first, and MaddeLisk going for Hatchery first. Macro builds.
Yes, and
Greedy
that's exactly what I'm hoping for right now.
Macro games?
Yeah, macro games. Because here we can actually see the skills of the different players really shine through. The micro and the macro and everything, between that. Yeah. It's like a huge StarCraft sandwich.
StarCraft smorgasbord of different talents.
Indeed it is.
I hate that word, by the way.
Smorgasbord.
Yeah, it's so ugly and it's actually like a legitimate word.
I'll bring my smorgasbord in my rucksack.
Oh, please stop. Oh, God, I'm cringing. Anyway, we have a gas coming down here for jrayc. What was that what we were going to call it? jrayc, okay. Yeah, Ray. I'm going to say Ray.
Let's do Ray.
Ooh, Ray. Ray is getting a gas. So he's probably going to be getting just a factory, going to reacted Hellions. Nothing super unorthodox. And MaddeLisk is going gasless as of now. Ooh,
Yeah.
she did cancel.
I'm not sure if these
Central Links.
players actually played each other before, but as you know, the actual Terran opening, it would be quite cool to see him do a Reaper first for the first game, just to feel his opponent out to see exactly what she's about.
But he gives Marine first, and he's getting this factory now, and we'll see a reactor coming down shortly, I believe. If that's not a reactor, I'll be damned. And my casting career will be over. But thank you, jrayc, for saving my career.
And just to mention a cool fact, we're right now up to 400 viewers on the stream,
Oh,
so
shit.
I think MaddeLisk has a lot of fans just waiting to see
Yeah,
this
she does
game.
have a big fan base. I don't know if jrayc does have a fan base, but
I bet he does.
he's a pretty good Terran, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had one. But MaddeLisk definitely being, I think she's one of the player favored to come out of this series. But we will see. You know, anything can happen.
Well, she is the last year's champion, so of course.
Yeah. So I mean, she does have to defend her title.
Yes.
Anyway, jrayc is now getting the factory, landing there to get those reactor Hellions. Meanwhile, MaddeLisk has gone double gas, and she's. We'll see what she decides to be doing with that. Look at this third CC from jrayc, playing a pretty standard, super greedy Terran style.
Well, he's met by a super greedy Zerg style, so that fits it perfectly.
Oh yeah, good. What you just say, metagaming there from MaddeLisk, going for that. But now the Hellions are going to be popping out, so this is nothing strange and nothing odd. Stim getting started here as well. I'm surprised to, or actually we should be seeing the double engineering bay go down here for jrayc shortly.
MaddeLisk's playing quite a relaxed style of Zerg. It's nothing aggressive, just getting her build up, just getting her economy up.
Yeah, she's chilling, kind of.
Yeah, and
droning really, really hard right now. Going double engine evolution chamber and got these queens on hold position, so these Hellions are not going to be able to come in and do any sort of poking around.
And the Hellions are extremely bad at sniping hatcheries.
Yeah, they takes about a billion years for them to come out here. We're double engineering bay finishing up here, and MaddeLisk starting a 1-1. I really like this decision for him to get those quick upgrades, because in the mid game, as a Zerg play, if you have if you manage to come on top with upgrades, you can emphasize that until the Terran starts his 3-3.
Yeah. And MaddeLisk just sent in a scout inside jrayc's base and saw everything. She shows the double upgrade, the double.
Oh no, she actually only saw one.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, but I think she assumes.
Yeah, she can assume.
Yeah, because she's seen the third CC.
And the slow death of the third base.
Yeah, but here comes the queens.
Yeah, the queens are going to
The queens are slower than the hatchery dies. Or maybe they're just as slow. MaddeLisk coming in here. No, she does not quite get this around. Another queens are back on creep, and she's going for it again, and she might actually catch a lot of these Hellions, but they manage to squeeze out just barely, roasting a couple of those lings in the process. Spy going down here as well, just at the front of her natural. jrayc does have his third CC organized. He's now getting starport, and he's going to be getting a react as well. Stim is done, shortly at least.
I think we're going to see a game of, hey, you and me, let's max it out and see who wins.
Yeah, this is, now that I think both players are going to be testing the waters in terms of macro, to get like a feel for how their opponent are going to be playing. A small Hellion poke again, and now I think jrayc is going, yeah, two of those Hellions get isolated and completely torn to shreds. 1-1 is about to finish here for MaddeLisk, so she's going to be starting 2-2 as well, because she does have that lair, and she's getting a macro hatch. Very nice. So she's going to be spending that money, bailing nest as well. A lot of things are going on for MaddeLisk. Yeah. She's getting a spire too, and bailing speeds. I have a hard time keeping up here.
She's getting a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But, you know,
a smorgasbord of Zerg stuff.
Yes, indeed. But still, she has a spire going on, and she also is going for the melee upgrade. So there's going to be some kind of, well, it's going to be an Ultralisk Zerg.
Yeah, in the late game.
Mutalist.
It would really make sense for that. I mean, make sense with
well, it's so strong against Terra right now. So, so
here come the Hellions, a few Marines. Actually, jrayc does stim those. But his third base is established now. He's going to be securing that 2-2. Actually, +2 weapons have been started now for jrayc, which is that +2 armor start as well shortly. He's going to be having his first Madvax about to pop, and this is when he'll be looking to put on pressure. He's already moving out across the map here with 4 Hellions. Bunch of Marines with 1-1 against 1-1 Lings. I want to come back to that again. The upgrades for Zerg are so important. And now MaddeLisk is actually going to be losing. One queen does fall though, and the Hellions taking a lot of damage. Only 2 remaining, but the Spike Roller does fall. And now jrayc is actually going to be able to pick this third base off. He's stimmed these units a lot, and now we have Bailey coming in, and some pretty nice splitting here from jrayc. Not taking too much damage. He's maintaining. No, never mind. He's actually losing every single Marine. Yeah, okay. Well, these 3, are they going to be able to take this hatchery out? I doubt it. Oh, look. Oh, that was so okay, 3 Marines with 1 no, and no. These Uglies are going to
close.
Oh my god, the hatchery, 36 HP.
Wow.
So close. Wow.
Oh man.
If he would have had +2 for that, it would have died. Now,
Nurse, I'd like to order a transfuse, please, on this hatchery quickly, because here comes another squad of Marine pushing in.
Hatchery. If she loses the hatchery, she's going to be in a terrible position, because if Terran is 1 base up and you're a Zerg, that sucks.
Yes, it does.
Anyway.
So close there. A few more shots from the Marines. If they hadn't actually focused the Zerglings, he would have sniped the hatchery. So that's small mistake. But it's not over yet.
A small step for Terran, a big step for...
Yeah, because MaddeLisk, she lost a lot of gas on that engagement. She lost so many baits.
Yeah, actually, she committed a lot. She did clean it up, but not for free.
Yeah, so that was excellent splitting by jrayc. He just went in there, he just split everything, and like, oh, okay, I didn't take that much damage. It was so much gas spent.
But now though, MaddeLisk does have the Baneling speed, and this is going to be a fight that's going to be happening on creep, stimming forward. One scan goes down, but now jrayc needs to be splitting his units very well, and the splits aren't actually that great, and he loses every single unit on the ground, only the medevacs remaining in the air. Drop going on here, and the meanwhile, the main does get cleaned up by this Queen, the Fuelings, and MaddeLisks out now for MaddeLisk.
She's everywhere. She has a counter for exactly everything.
Look at this.
Ray,
jrayc does have a huge amount of account. He's moving onto creep again. Not too many mines in this composition, and his third base is up and running. His saturation is actually great. Look at the working count. 75 drones to 77 SCVs.
It's a huge macro game, and both players are just pumping into the economy, just getting the upgrades in there, just getting the units. Oh, wow. This is so exciting to see this kind of playstyle from both the players.
Yeah, this is getting really intense. We actually see not that many MaddeLisks from MaddeLisk. She's up to a total of 8. These can be useful to like deny drops and stuff like that. A few Lings moving across the left-hand side of the map as well. I think they'll be setting up for a counterattack into that third base. Now MaddeLisk is taking her 4th base, and I think jrayc could absolutely get a cancel on this, especially with the Widow Mines here, and a huge Marine count with +2 attack. He's even starting +3 attack really fast, and MaddeLisk just now got her infestation pit started, so she can get into hive tech.
Yeah, but she has some couple of Zerglings there in a position to do the counter attack on the 3rd base. Let's see if we're gonna use them, morph in some Banelings, or there's a couple of Banelings on the way there.
This could potentially do a lot of damage unless jrayc reacts now. Here come the Speedlings, but there is a big chunk of Marines there. Oh, he stims all of his units.
Yeah.
I think that was an overstim.
It certainly was. But he has an excellent bunker place, so she can't roll directly into the mineral line. But now some Marines are going to die here, and it's going to be those Banelings.
Nice focus fire on those Banelings, but he did have a lot of medevac energy, so stimming all those units actually wasn't as big as I thought.
But on the right side, we have Mutas just hovering, and 3-3 is on the way right now for...
Yeah, this is going to be huge, Marvin.
Yep.
Now we have MaddeLisk come in here into the natural of jrayc, killing... starting to whack away at these SCVs. Not getting too many. Here come the Marines, though they're only 4. They should actually be escaping into this bunker right now. And jrayc is pushing on forward. Oh my god, look at the number of Widow Mines in this army.
But there's a huge engagement going down there against MaddeLisk 3rd base, and she needs to repel it. If she doesn't, it is all over.
The Banelings are coming under fire. Now jrayc needs to split this. If he takes big Baneling hits, it's going to be all over. But he has a lot of Widow Mines, and this hatchery is so weak. Right now, huge counterattack there with Banelings and Speedlings in the 3rd base as well as jrayc, and both of these players, they're in a base trade scenario as of now.
Yes,
and he needs to focus on these Banelings. Look at this, putting them close there so that they detonate right away.
Oh my god.
All the Widow Mines wasted on the drones actually, and the detonations with the Banelings are massive.
Yes, they are. That was so much loss for the Terran player, and the Muta Cloud is now coming back to clean up the rest of the Widow Mines, and most of them are already spent. She has a few moments here before they reload once again.
Yes, but Marvin, I want to look at this. 3-3 is close to completion, and once it's done, I think it's going to be really difficult for MaddeLisk to be able to stop this push here coming from jrayc. He does not have that much on the ground, but with the upgrades, and oh wow, look at that, absorbing those Widowmine shots with the Overlord. Some really nice play there from MaddeLisk. Hitting a lot of those Medrax as well. The Medrax count is massive, but there's just, oh, never mind. Look at the massive army coming across the map here for jrayc.
Yeah, it's, you know, the economy for both players are so good. They just keep churning out units one by one. Still, MaddeLisk just gathered that third base, but she lost a base herself. She badly needs another base to keep up with the economy of jrayc.
Absolutely. I mean, look at this. jrayc even maintained his third command center, and he does have a planetary, so he can just continue muling. And he's pushing forward. +3 armor is about to finish, but he has that +3 attack, and these MutaliSks have 0-0 in terms of upgrades.
Yeah. And I feel like MaddeLisk is slowly falling behind when it comes. Banelings are in production, but they're not here yet, and she's losing more and more buildings.
There are mines burrowed here, quite many of them. We have additional ones streaming in here. Marines being stemmed, splitting actually quite nicely. A few decent detonations there, killing a lot of those Marines, but I think there's just too much Terran here for MaddeLisk to hold on.
Oh, is that hatchery is gonna fall more?
Oh no, wait, hold on. These
Mutas
MutaliSks are actually doing quite a good job, but now these Marines, 3 Marines, GG, and jrayc takes the first game against MaddeLisk.
Wow, what a amazing game! So intense! Oh, damn! jrayc, look at his face.
He was looking a bit shaky there with the with the control against those Banelings.
Yeah, but did you see the first split? MaddeLisk just rolled in slowly with the Banelings, and everything just split across the map. So awesome!
jrayc had 271 APM that game.
Wow.
On average.
All right. My APM
so
2.
intense. You're bringing yourself down too much, man.
Well, I'm pushing enter and then GG. No, that's 3. All right. Anyway, but that's a so cool game. We can see that both players are in an extremely high level. They're just, you know, using their economy just to punch your opponent. But jrayc just exploiting the weaknesses of MaddeLisk. And MaddeLisk was slowly behind. She needed to anticipate the attacks better. She didn't see the last attack coming early enough to be able to counter. She had the gas, she had the money to actually do all of these Banelings directly, but she didn't. She waited too long.
Yeah, like you say, the Banelings were late in many circumstances, and she sort of allowed jrayc to set up his attack angle, like the way he wanted it. And if Terran can control the way that he commits down onto creep and stuff like that, without the Zerg, you know, coming in from many angles and overwhelming the Terran, it's very, very difficult for the Zerg, especially when you're at an upgrade disadvantage.
Yeah, jrayc, it's such an aggressive player. You said he oversteamed. I think that is sort of his thing. He just steams and just
he just goes for it.
Yeah, he just goes for it. He doesn't wait because he knows that his split is so good that he can just split his Marine and don't have to worry about him. And still, Marines are just minerals. Banelings are gas. The most, you know, the precious, precious gas.
Yeah. Now, I think in the lobby, just asking if the player's ready, MaddeLisk, no. But she's ready to go now. So, ladies and gents, without further delay, we're going to be coming shortly now into game number 2, and the map is going to be Derelict Watcher.
Oh my God, this is so exciting! Can you feel it, Tenshi? Can you feel it?
If I wasn't so tired, I'd be able to feel it.
I thought it was if I wasn't so drunk.
Yeah, if I wasn't so fucking shut-faced, I'd be able to feel it, man.
No. It's so awesome. All right, let's jump into the game.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
You ready for some more StarCraft 2 action? This is University Star League.
Bringing the awesome games to you in every league.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we are going to see... let me introduce one of the players, and you can do the other one.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
Apparently, we need to restart. Right.
Let's not introduce the players. All right, and we're back. That was quickly. There was some kind of a technical malfunction there, so I guess some lag or something or some settings that was wrong. Don't worry about that. We will get that fixed soon enough. The map was Derelict Watcher.
Yeah.
I think that was MaddeLisk's choice.
Do you think so? Yeah, it's a good Zerg map, but like equally, if Terran can set up between the natural and the third base, with like mines and bio and stuff like that, it's really difficult for Zerg to come back. And also, you can play super abusive Hellion Reaper Banshee style on that map as well. It's just impossible for Zerg to take that third base.
Yeah, it's such a good
or
map.
like to keep it alive.
Yes, it's a good map for drops. It's a good map to be quite defensive on. To be aggressive Terran is a bit harder if you're facing an aggressive Zerg player on this map. So it's really it's hard to see actually who comes up on top in this choice And I feel like the first week of the Polar Knights map, the third base is a bit awkwardly positioned, so it's quite easily to assault that. And I felt like jrayc really exploited that. So
He
I
did
think that was probably his map choice.
Yeah, and like I really like the fact that he did get that planetary fortress at his third base. It really helps out a lot to deny that any sort of ground aggression, because Zerglings and Banelings are generally very squishy units.
Yes. So I'm hoping for an upgrade for the next patch, that the I said it before, the hatchery get tentacles or something. I know what you're thinking. You were thinking hentai.
If only.
If only.
You know, like my brain is so like it's fried, and I've got another series to cast after this.
But it's awesome series,
Yeah,
and
but
it's awesome games.
do you know what the best thing is gonna be?
No.
The best thing is that I'm gonna be enjoying hot noodles after this, like hot noodle soup. I'm gonna go and like pick some of that up, and it's just gonna be amazing.
Dude, I'm gonna sit in the audience and I'm gonna scream at the finals. That is
yeah.
my plan. It's gonna be so
my hair.
amazing. Whoever ends up in the finals, I'm gonna sit there front row, you know, no shirt, screaming, body painted. That is my thing. All right. Are the players set up in the lobby, or how does it look?
Yeah, we're just coming in here.
All
and I hope everyone are ready.
It's Derek Watcher, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna watch jrayc versus MaddeLisk.
Yeah. Hopefully there will be no issues, so we don't have to restart this game again. And the green light has been turned on, and here we are coming into game number 2 for real this time.
Yes. And if you've been watching some of the players, when you see professional players sitting in the booths, and all of them are just warming up their hands.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I do that too. Like I've played the piano for 16 years.
Yeah.
So I should have like good like
Circulation.
Yeah, I should. But my circulation is horrible to my fingers. Anyway, we're not here to talk about me playing the piano. You know, being super stereotypically Asian. We're here to cast StarCraft 2.
All right. So at the bottom left corner, we find our Terran player jrayc in the red trunks.
Yeah, there we go, and seems everything is working correctly now. And here we have her. The blue Zerg. She is MaddeLisk. And jrayc just being very considerate, asking his opponent, what's up? I don't know, MaddeLisk says.
Oh, it was about some technical issues.
The hotkeys.
It's not about hotkeys, yeah.
Oh, you could write a fanfic about this.
About hotkeys?
I'm just.
You can press my hotkeys.
MaddeLisk
no,
X jrayc.
don't go there.
Like an impossible love story. It's going to be like Twilight of StarCraft 2.
I thought we hit rock bottom before, but I think you just found a new level. Oh my God, that BM in chat. I can't get over it. It's so intense.
3 intense 5 me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Marvin. So again, I don't think we're going to be seeing cheese. I think we're going to be seeing macro builds from these guys.
It was so close last game.
It was very close. Yeah, like when MaddeLisk was like up in jrayc's face, 50 workers had been killed.
Yeah.
And he was pushing her third base. Like I had no idea in what direction we'd be going.
Did you know that both players were above 70 workers?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did keep track of that.
Yeah, and it's, you know that's sort of, shows exactly what kind of economy.
He was ahead.
Yeah,
the Terran had 2 more SCVs than the Zerg had drones, and then on top of that, he has mules. So like, imagine that crazy income that the Terran player can enjoy.
Yeah, I can imagine if I had that kind of income, I would have like 10 billion minerals in the bank when I'm done with my micro. But MaddeLisk is building pool. She's going for the gasless approach.
Yep,
probably playing very greedy.
So far, so good. And jrayc doing the exact same thing as the previous game. CC first, racks, and then a gas geyser. So we're probably going to be seeing him go marine. Wall off again with a bunker, depots, and then he'll just go to reactor Hellion. Standard meta game in Terran versus Zerg.
Yeah. And for all of you guys who are thinking about going over to University Star League and watching the games here in person, or are in the audience right now, we have an important message for you, and that is the bar opens at 3. I repeat, the bar opens at 3.
Okay then. Okay, guys. Wait, what time is it? It's actually past. So I'm gonna disappear now. So I'm gonna line up the bar, guys. So I'll have a billion shots, and then I'll hopefully return to you guys later. No, I'm joking. I'm here to cast StarCraft 2, and after I'm done with casting, I'm gonna get really, really drunk.
Thank you for that information. I
you
wrote it down in my diary.
very, very welcome.
Today,
you are very welcome.
Again.
Yes. Now, jrayc is doing the same thing here, and he has the factory coming down here, and now going to be landing his natural expansion. MaddeLisk going for a total of 4 queens. I like this. You could go up to a total of 6, but yeah, 4 queens is good.
Yeah. Do you know the story I told you about when MaddeLisk went Nidus Worm, Swarm Host, Queens, Defenses? On the
Like static D? Static D
yeah,
for
and just
spines and spawns?
outside the opponent's
Was
base.
that on Aquilon?
No, it was on this base.
On this map?
It was on
wait,
Derelict Watcher.
On Derelict Watcher? Like, to me, that doesn't seem... Like, it would... To do that on... Aquilon makes sense, because I mean, you can use the narrow approaches on that map, like with the help of creep and spines. But this map is just like so open, and there's a lot of space to flank around.
What do you do if a Nidus pops out right outside your base and don't see it, and suddenly there's spines and spores and swarm hosts and everything there?
Oh well,
you type GG.
I generally
or you drop. It's whatever.
Because like I play a race that's pretty good, so I just like make my typical units and A move.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Anyway, MaddeLisk now grabbing that third base and taking WS in her main. She's not going to be going for speed now. She's going to be getting something else, a Roachhorn and a Lair. This is a defensive Roachhorn, I feel, considering that she's taking a third base. This is to defend against the Hellions, but interestingly we see jrayc just right away making a Marauder. And he's taking a third CC as well, so he's also going to be fairly passive.
You know, I think jrayc has actually studied MaddeLisk play. It actually looks like it. It thinks he actually can read her on this map. He knows what kind of a style she's playing. And it's, as you say, it's either just some defensive roaches just to keep the creep spread going and just to defend it.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be a
she's only making 3 roaches. So yeah, it was a defensive roach one. Now she has her double evolution chamber sorted out. We should see double engineering bay go down here shortly for jrayc, and there they are, halfway done. I really like this. She's got these queens on hold position. This third base is just about to finish, and yep.
And some slow toasting of the hatchery.
This looks identical to the previous game on Polar Knight.
Yeah, it's the ritual of slowly toasting the hatchery that Terran players do for Zerg players. It's sort of a thing we have. But MaddeLisk will take none of that. She's like,
these 6 aliens are going to be pushed away. And now he should be switching over. Yeah, there we go. He's getting the reactor, and as well as... Where's the starport?
Does he have a starport?
Where's the starport? I thought he'd have a starport by now. No, never mind. Anyway, jrayc getting those additional gases, and he's just being a bit pesky, clearing creep tumors right now, and MaddeLisk is trying to connect those bases, which is very important. On this map, creep spread is just so important.
Yeah. But she's not... No, you don't gonna clean any creep tumors.
She's doing a great job. I really like the fact that she's got these creep tumors in her main base. If she just spreads creep upwards in her main, we can see that this will grant her vision to stop any sort of drops. Like, because now there's fog of war there in that small space not covered by creep. And imagine a double medevac drop with like 16 marines. If that goes undetected, that could do massive damage.
Yes. And that's probably what she's afraid of right now. And you know, if you're facing a Terran play, you're going to see drop. I think where every Terran matchup we've seen this tournament, there are drops. So she wouldn't be surprised to see them there. But
the previous game, though, jrayc only dropped once or twice. Like, he didn't. He went for a frontal aggression style. I like that. I think it's really cool. Actually, just see Terrans powering through what the Zerg has. Anyway, in terms of upgrades, we see Glider Constitution, Roach Speed.
Wow.
Interesting choice here, considering that she's going to be playing against Bio.
Is it a Roach Max?
No, it's not going to be a Roach Max. It's going to, like, I think she's just going to be, she might potentially be looking to put on some pressure towards the third base together with Speedlings, Roaches, and a bunch of Banelings. And then, like, go into, she'll go into, like, Muters. Because,
sorry,
I mean, she's getting the +1 melee.
My brain exploded. She's going for melee, yeah.
Yeah. I think that just actually finished up now.
Isn't that really overreacting for building so many roaches just to... well, she might see the...
17 and an additional 12.
Yeah, she saw the aggression.
Yeah, okay. So roaches are going to be pretty good in this circumstance, I think, with a bunch of lings with speed. as well. Or wait, she doesn't. Does she have speed?
Yeah,
she does have speed. This overlay that we're using when we're casting, by the way, it's not the regular one, so I can't like click a unit and like see its movement speed and stuff. And then again, I didn't actually see any links.
Excuses, Tenshi, but here comes attack on the third base of MaddeLisk.
Shingeki, my third base.
She is, and she's going to be faced with a huge pile of roaches.
She's getting a lot of surface area, and then jrayc's army is just getting torn to shreds, dying a very acidic death.
Yes.
Now these queens are going to be attacking these medevacs.
And she's just following them.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
I think that jrayc was like, what was that? What happened? I got punched in the face.
He did not do any damage whatsoever there. And he's even dropping out. He's sacrificing these units. He can't be giving away units like this to MaddeLisk. Not right now. Okay, she's morphing a lot of banelings, and she's got she's still maintained a decent amount of roaches. Now she's coming up here in the third base to just intercept this drop, or not intercept, but she's going to be meeting it head on.
She's
so
anticipating the drop.
Yes, he's not going to be willing to throw those units away as well. These two medevacs are making their way home, not weighing as much as when they went out on their first mission.
Yes,
should be seeing MaddeLisk taking a fourth base shortly as well.
She's actually have positioned all of the banelings on the high ground.
Yeah. And there's also a Spore and 2 spines there, and these roaches are going to be not clearing up these Marines. Interestingly enough, MaddeLisk, interestingly enough, has not built a Spire.
But she will have none of the drops, none of the aggression, because the pain train is moving across the map.
Yeah, okay, that's a lot of banelings, Marvin.
Oh, my God.
She's got a total of 17 with another 17 in production, going up to a total of 35 with this last baneling morphing in. Now 35 banes, 28 roaches, and 55 zerglings. She does have 1-1 though, but at this point, 2-2 is just about to finish here for jrayc. So if he can hold on now until those upgrades finish and not lose too much to this. Oh my God, he actually has 2 siege tanks. This is just brilliant for jrayc. If he can focus fire onto those banelings, even SCVs being pulled off the line here to buff for those bases, but they're just rolling through everything right now. The siege tanks getting targeted down as well, and jrayc actually has nothing to defend this right now. He needs to regroup in his main base and get the depot up, but this is he's in a terrible position right now.
The roach is just marching in. I don't know. It was just a huge slaughter of everything.
SCV's being pulled off the line. These medevacs are not even in the fight, healing the Marines, and jrayc has lost 35 workers to this. Now he's stimming again, and he's going to lose this tank as well to these roaches. I really feel that he's flustered. Right, I mean, I would be. MaddeLisk is banking a lot of money, though, but I think she's looking to... I mean, she will make some transitions, but never mind, we have a drop as well going on that I actually missed. Going on there. jrayc managed to kill 8 drones there, but he's lost 39 SCVs to all of the pressure from MaddeLisk.
Yep. We also had a hero Zergling back in the third base with 9 kills.
Getting surrounded there by those... SCVs. But now this drop is going to get cleaned up as well. There's not a lot for jrayc to do here. Go home, MaddeLisk says. You're not welcome in my base.
Yeah, and now MaddeLisk is up 25 workers. Now, sorry, it's been... what is it now? Well, don't do math live, they say.
Oh
and I won't.
I can just predict all of the Asian math jokes coming in the Twitch chat right now. Anyway, I want, at this point, jrayc does have an upgrade advantage, 2-2 to 1-1 lanes. And this is actually pretty big. And if he can just go with these tanks, he's got a lot of medevacs. He's got 3 siege tanks, a total of 4, and a decent marine count. If he can just hit MaddeLisk now, I mean, look, he's stalling a lot. He's buying a lot of time. Her army is really, really small. There's not a lot of power in this. So if jrayc can identify this and just go, I think he could take this game straight up.
Well, I'm not that sure, because there's a Spire going on.
Yeah, but I mean, he can just hit before the Spire, but he's not moving out.
Nope.
MaddeLisk is establishing a 4th base as well on the right-hand bottom side of Derelict Watcher right now. jrayc started with +3 weapons, and look at MaddeLisk's bank. She's going to be making 24 mutas when that Spire pops, I believe. And
I like that 4th expansion from MaddeLisk.
Yeah, she's been getting a 5th as well. Great decision-making from MaddeLisk. She knows she's ahead, at least in terms of economy. She's going to be emphasizing that. So when ahead, get more ahead.
All right. I think when ahead, get Dark Templars, but that doesn't apply to this.
When behind, get Dark Shrine. When ahead, Dark Shrine. When even, Dark Shrine. That's the philosophy that I have.
Yes.
But we're not going to be having any followers of Aya in this battle. This is the Terran Dominion fighting the Zerg Swarm. And we'll see who'll be coming out on top. I feel that right now, jrayc is really losing this timing window. It was very big He's moving out now. This is a really scary army.
Yes, it is.
But 2-2 is going to be finished for when this fight happens.
Yeah, and MaddeLisk, we see that as soon as they hit the creep, we will probably see a huge surge in their production.
Yeah, we'll see. But oh my god, look at the number of MaddeLisks here. 2-2 Marines are going to be shredding these mutants, but I think she's just going to be going for a counterattack with this. There are how many banelings? She has 7 banelings for this. You can't fight this with 7 banelings. That's just impossible.
But this army is quite static.
Yeah, look at this. MaddeLisk is just going for the counterattack. Can jrayc identify this? He has got a sizable force of Marines at home. With those 2-2 upgrades, a +3 weapons is almost done. Small move out there from jrayc. MaddeLisk has a total of 17 banelings right now. They are currently postured in the natural of MaddeLisk. But here the Mutalisks come in, and the reinforcements here for jrayc is not reckoning. But now here we see 2-2 Marines just shredding these Mutalisks, but I think they might be too many. No, MaddeLisk is forced to pull out because you can't trade efficiently like that. And here comes the big move in here from MaddeLisk. Banelings detonating on top of a lot of those Marines, but so many remain, and a nice, beautiful flank there from MaddeLisk in this battle, taking out all of those siege tanks.
But there's a great splitting going on there by jrayc. He's really on top of everything that happened right now.
He has 16 Marines and a total of 12 Medivacs. An additional 3 Medivacs might be caught out here. Some reinforcements, tanks and Marines. Marine tank, very bomber-esque here from jrayc. He does have +3 weapons now. It's going to be done versus these 2 Lings. The armor doesn't matter as much. The attack upgrade is what is going to be the killing factor if he can make something happen.
But guess who has 5 bases? It is MaddeLisk.
Yes, that is true. She does not, however, have that much of an impressive Zerg Trust Fund. Now we see the Mutalisks on the flanks ready to hit these tanks as they set up. But now jrayc is splitting his army very nicely here, and he's looking to put on pressure. He's even got a Marine force, a small Marine force here, hitting the 5th base of MaddeLisk. These Marines are actually caught out of position. Nice lift up there from jrayc.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. MaddeLisk just repelling the Terran army time after time.
This 5th base does fall, by the way.
Yeah, but it's a trap, I feel.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
No, but that was really good, because now MaddeLisk is back down to 4 base, a big aggressive steam forward, but he needs to be really careful about these banelings on the flank. He's not really spending scans clearing this creep, and now baiting these units into the siege tank fire, and they're just decimating all of these Zerg units, and we see a stream of red Medivacs, tanks, and Marines making their way across the map into Zerg territory.
But more Zerglings are in production, more Banelings are in production. MaddeLisk needs to repel this force, and as long as he just keeps killing off the Marines, he can go in and snipe the siege tanks.
Yeah, but Marvin, I don't this is a really, really bad position here for MaddeLisk. The pressure is just constant, and it's not going to stop until either jrayc's armies gets completely destroyed or until MaddeLisk crumbles over and dies.
It's 16 Banelings in production right now. It's more than enough to kill this.
Oh, no. He lifted up. Nice. And that siege tank actually got a total of 6 kills. Now, there aren't too many Marines protecting these tanks, so he's going to lose trade the MutaliSk for a tank. That's a decent trade. It's actually cost efficient in terms of resources. But now, 3 Marines for that 1 Muta, not worth it. With, like I said, that +3 is just coming so heavily into play here for jrayc.
MaddeLisk is really falling behind in upgrades, and that is punishing her really, really hard. And what do you do? How do you break this siege?
I don't know. Look at this, by the way, Mob. We have a drop going on down here on the 4th base of MaddeLisk as well. And now jrayc moving forward aggressively again into the 3rd base. Not really microing those Marines, but he's killing a lot of drones. The Queen does fall as well, and now he's going to be focusing down this artery. Even a siege tank coming down here. And jrayc is establishing a 4th base behind this. He's in a beautiful position right now.
He's just killing base after base. And he doesn't even care about splitting his Marines.
The trades are just so inefficient for MaddeLisk right now. I don't think there's... Honestly, to come back from this, she is going to need a miracle.
Yes, she does. She needs some kind of a super transition, which she can't do because her economy doesn't allow it.
She has so much gas.
Yeah.
But no money, like no minerals.
And the problem is the
upgrades. The 3rd base has fallen, and I think that in this circumstance, even losing that 4th base seals the deal for this Game 2 on Derelict. Watch jrayc playing a beautiful Terran style here, and I love the addition of the tanks. Big Baneling detonations here, but the 3-3 bio is just going to be proved too much, and GG.
Wow. What a playstyle. It was very, as you told before, it's a bit similar like Bomber. I love to, mix up between Marines.
Look at that APM, 251 APM here for jrayc. Again, he's just playing so quickly, and look at that face. He does not give a shit.
I think I saw a smile there, a small smile.
A slight smile.
On that grim face.
Do you think that cold-blooded psychopath killers can smile?
Yes, I know, because I'm smiling at you.
Oh.
Anyway, so that was the second game. It's 2-0. So jrayc is actually in the lead.
Yeah, and this is a best of 5. If he knocks out MaddeLisk, I don't think anyone expected that.
No, but it's such intense game. It's nothing like the tempo we've had before. It's been really, the last games we've been watching them be quite slow paced, but this, except for the Zerg versus Zerg Muta Wars, but this has been so high tempo. We've seen drops everywhere. We have seen Zerglings everywhere, Banelings everywhere. Stuff are happening all over the screens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I see the APM of our observers is well over 5,000.
Anyway, MaddeLisk declines the lobby invitation, interestingly enough. I think we had the instruction, took a little bit with players. You're a bit better than I am at that.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not good with
I
people.
think we had some player information.
Do you have that?
Yes,
You take that away.
I think we do. So let's check out our wonderful overlay.
Yeah, it's so sexy.
First of all, MaddeLisk. Everybody knows about MaddeLisk, I hope. If you do not know MaddeLisk or do not know eSport or StarCraft 2, check her out. She is the world champion female in this series. She's an awesome Swedish player playing Zerg. She studied at Stockholm University, maths. I think I heard Petter say before. And yeah, it says it as well, so I guess I can read too.
Fair enough.
And her favorite soccer 2 unit is roaches. We saw a couple of roaches here.
Yeah, it didn't do too much though.
No.
Like she made the roaches and it looked like she was going to be applying pressure. She did get in and she was in a pretty good position, but she did not do enough damage. Even though she killed a lot,
Yeah.
the fact that jrayc did have that 2-2, and then like he was able to get the 3,
Yeah.
plus 3 attack as he moved out, maintaining the medevacs is like the big factor that kept him in this game.
Indeed it is. And her opponent, who is jrayc. Let's see if we get an overlay up on that.
He's been GM once actually.
All right. The news,
So we're
let's see here.
just waiting.
jrayc, look at him. It looks kind of nice, though.
I like his eyebrows.
I love his eyebrows. What he lacks in beard, he makes up in eyebrows.
Like Jim's dad eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly. Also studied at Stockholm University. English, I think. Well, you heard him speak. That was so good. Do you hear his accent? It was
No.
really Oxfordish.
Really?
Yeah. He's plays Terran. Favorite Starter 2 unit, Mothership Core. Least favorite,
Ooh,
the Mothership Core.
Okay, that is interesting. That doesn't actually make sense to me.
It's both love and hate.
He has a love-hate thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Are we ready into a game?
yeah, this is potentially the final game of this best of 5.
I say no. It is not.
Hopefully MaddeLisk will be able to bring this back.
Yeah.
And this will lead to the most intense game 5 of this tournament. Or the most intense game 5 of this year of StarCraft 2.
Indeed.
If we're lucky and blessed enough.
Yeah.
Have you prayed enough and sacrificed like children to the gods of StarCraft? I know I have.
Of course, plenty of them. My Zergling children. All right, so which map are we looking at right now or going into?
Yes, the third map in this best of 5 is going to be on Whirlwind. Big, green, lush macro map.
I think we've spoken about that before. And
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't really say much about the map. I don't like it, but that's just me.
I think it's a Zerg favorite map.
Maybe I should try play a bit more on it.
Yeah, maybe. Like when I play a map I don't like, I generally like unveto it, just play it constantly for a week. Practice a lot on it, get the feel for how it works by design and function and stuff like that. Anyway, we're just waiting for the players to get ready, and we'll be jumping into this game.
That'll be so exciting. Do you think MaddeLisk will change her playstyle, or do you think she will go for the same type once again?
I don't know. Whirlwind is a big map. All ends are kind of gimmicky because it's just so large, so the rush distance is massive. I think we'll just see her go for macro build once again and try to fight jrayc straight up.
6 pool.
6 pool at Terran on Whirlwind?
It's my go-to build.
Not in my time. Anyway.
All right, so let's jump straight into the game.
Yes, sir. You take it away, Michael.
All right, so in the top left corner, we have the red Terran player from Team Property. It's jrayc.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, currently down 0-2 in this best-of-5 series. Will she be able to bring it back? She is. MaddeLisk, the Blue Zog.
All right. Let's see if she can actually step it up. Maybe she was toying with him the whole time. She was like, I let him go too low.
Like giving him hope?
Yeah. It's like in arm wrestling, if you really... it don't happen to me, but you just pretend to lose, like in action movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think, did that in a couple of movies, in all of his movies. And then as you're about to lose, you just smash his hand back.
Yeah, well, if MaddeLisk can Arnold Schwarzenegger-style power punch jrayc in the face and bring it back in the series, that would be very impressive. She does lift in real life, by the way.
She does?
She does lift. She lifts.
So you can just go down there and scream, do you even lift?
Like,
and she will go, yes.
Like MaddeLisk could literally kill me in a bar fight.
Well, you're so tiny.
I am small. I am a small man. Yeah. I'm a man of... I'm a very petite man.
You could say that.
I'm a very beautiful man.
Yes, you are. Smooth cheek. Like that.
Yeah, I actually... because I stayed awake tonight, like, I just noticed that, like, I've got more... beard stuff in my face. I really need to shave.
Yeah. And we also want to say thank you for the now 500 viewers we have on the stream and all the live watchers down in the area.
Yeah, that is actually pretty good. 500 people. Anyway, now we have CC first. All of these builds are just looking very similar to anything else, like CC first, Hatch first, Rax, then Gas. jrayc really just knows how he wants to be playing TBZ.
The thing is, it's going to be siege tanks or Widowmice.
He starts with Widowmice and then he adds siege tanks as he goes. The thing is, the MaddeLisks were so late for MaddeLisk. They were actually really late in the last game. So the fact that he like squeezed out a few tanks there, it was primarily to hold that semi all-in that she did, like with the Roaches, Banes, and Lings, and then he just, sort of continued tank production, which really paid off. It's so hard to engage into sieged up Terran. Like mines, you can clean up with like baiting a Ling and stuff like that, but siege tanks have they do not have a 45-second cooldown on their attack.
Well, let's see if MaddeLisk changes something in her build, because she knows that jrayc is an excellent splitter. He splits his Marines like a pro. He's just hammering all the buttons are over and Marines just scatter.
Yeah, now anyway, MaddeLisk getting the double queen again. She's going to go up to 4 queens total. Vol. She is going to do so, and jrayc is just establishing his economy, getting the reactor Hellions, and there's not too much to say about TBZ, like the metagame. There's just not too much to say, because you generally don't see crazy variations and stuff like that, but yeah. If MaddeLisk decides to go like crazy and take double gas now and then go for like a big Baneling bust.
Oh, I hope so. Please.
Honestly, I don't think it would work against jrayc. He's looking so solid in this series.
I think it's a 6-minute 6 pool.
Okay, so like she has a pool and she bunks another pool.
Yeah, 6 pools.
A total of 6 pools.
Yep.
6 spawning pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to have. If
you
lose one, you have 5
Yeah,
more.
exactly, like safety net. Anyway, MaddeLisk going for slightly quicker gas than she did in the other games, I think. I'm probably wrong, but I'm just going to say I think. So I have like a buffer.
Did, actually.
They were slightly quicker, weren't they?
Yeah, and she also goes for her favorite unit, the Roaches. Yes. I think it's a really good choice by her.
Yeah, safety doors run again, getting that third hatchery up. And third CC again from...
The thing with the Roaches, it almost worked last time. If she hadn't been too overly aggressive and instead just got to the third base, instead of going for just a second, kill all the SVs, and then go for the third base, and then got that, she would have won.
Yeah.
But she actually overextended.
The important thing there would have been that she needed to defend her base. She did take up little. She actually did too much economical damage. So I'm really surprised, because I felt that MaddeLisk had was in a brilliant position when she was inside the main there of jrayc. So I can't, as of now, if I want to pinpoint exactly what went wrong, I'd love to get into the replay later. MaddeLisk, by the way, spreading creep in her main. I love when Zergs do that. It's just so good. getting that delicious vision.
It's free vision.
Yeah. Now we see Hellions coming in again. They're going to be seeing, okay, third base. This is nothing strange. MaddeLisk is going macro. Double evolution chamber, getting 1-1. Now she's getting the ranged missile attack. The missile attacks, by the way. So we might be seeing a Roach Hydra composition though coming out here of MaddeLisk.
I like that. I really, really like that.
Yeah. Now we have the last started as well.
That is like, you see me play Ling Bling? Let me show you my secret weapon, roaches.
Roach Hydra.
Roach Hydra.
Now JrayC adding additional racks. It's just looking so bloody standard here for our Swedish Terran. Cleaning up some creep. He's going to be
a free drone there.
Get a couple. He could have gotten a good shot there, killing 4 drones, but he does trade a Hellion there to those roaches. We have roach speed is going to be starting one that last. It wasn't even done, and I was going to be talking about roach speed.
The question about now is that can MaddeLisk keep up in upgrades? That's going to be a huge thing right now. And right now, yes.
She's actually ahead.
Yeah, she is.
Right now. JrayC does have his 1-1 on the way. Stim is soon complete, though. And the starport is coming out as well.
It's going to be interesting to see if the JrayC goes for an attack as soon as.
Yeah, I want
ready.
MaddeLisk to get HydraLisk, go for HydraLisk, but she's actually going straight for the infestation pit. Interesting choice.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
What she could do is that she could go for a hive and get Vipers, but it just feels like it's an off thing to do this early, like rushing the infestation pit, unless you'd be going swarms. But I mean, the swarms don't even work against bio.
Could be infestors.
Yeah, like Infestor Roach maybe, but I don't feel it fares too well against bio anyway, because all he needs to do is just split his units up nicely. But now she's getting Glial Constitution halfway done. Additional roaches, spreading more of that creeper. Creeper is looking quite fine right now.
Yeah. So I think we're pretty soon going to see a huge swell in unit production from MaddeLisk.
Yeah,
there they are.
Infestors, but she has not started pathogen glands. And that was a HydraLisk then, so there's going to be Roach Hydra Infestor. That is actually a better composition, because then you have these HydraLisks, they have crazy DPS. And if you can drop Fungals, like Fungals plus HydraLisks, they kill things very, very quickly.
The thing is, she needs stuff now. She doesn't need an army later.
Oh yeah, you make a great point there, because he's moving out right now. He's moving out, he does have the Metamax, he does have Stim. Combat Shield is also nearing completion, and 1-1 to these 1-1 Roaches. She does not have that much of a sizable army, and these, remember, these infestors are not going to be having any fungals for quite some time, because she did not have the pathogen glands research complete. These Hellions, he actually threw away the Hellions. I don't like that at all. Those could have come. They could have been useful for tanking some damage, or like a rush into the natural or something like that.
And MaddeLisk just now she's just buying time. She's posturing outside, just showing off the roaches, saying hello. And here's
she's going to have fungal now. She's going to have 4 fungals on these infestors. We have a bunch of HydraLisk coming out, plus 2-2 as well. Both players are keeping toe-to-toe in terms of upgrades. Third base established as well for JrayC. He's playing very similar, except no mines and tanks this time. Because he knows he's not against a Ling Muta composition, and you don't need to worry about those mines. But he's getting a tank now from factory, which I really like. It's a great unit to battle against Roach Hydras.
Yeah, a bit of a problem with Roach Hydras. They're not that quick as Zerglings are.
Yeah, you do not have the same ability.
And the thing is, here comes a drop against her main base. She just had a try to drop in her third, and now it's in the main.
Yeah, he also JrayC also did kill the drone, attempt to go for a fourth base. He's going to get the spine, and he got the queen, and then he can just pull out of there. He did trade a bunch of Marines there, and now again we see JrayC flying into this third base, but he needs to be careful because he's at risk of losing all of his medevacs. His MaddeLisk is on her toes. One medevac, full of units, does fall.
Wow, that's a good trade. MaddeLisk came up on top of that like a pro. She just picked that off, and see if she can exploit that mistake of going for attack pretty soon. She has a sizable army right now, and she really needs to stop the economy of JrayC because it's starting to snowball. She has a fourth base on their way, though, so it's not that it's in a super bad position, but she really needs to start doing some economical damage or just moving in for the killing blow. And here it comes. The army is starting to roll out.
Yeah, so okay, she has not made more than 4 infestors. She's making additional. She has got a pretty big roach count, roach and hydra count. A few extra roaches being made. This fourth base is pretty late for MaddeLisk. It did get denied, remember that. But now we have 2 bunkers there in the third base, a single tank as well.
And a drop is going on.
Tank in the natural, 3 bunkers with units as well. double drop here. We're going to be running into the natural MaddeLisk, but she's going to be pushing the issue here. And now jrayc needs to be really careful as he comes down this ramp to engage. He needs to be very careful about those fungals, and no fungs have been going down yet. And right now, there's a lot of damage being suffered here from MaddeLisk, but now a big fungal on top of all of that bio. She can just chain fungal that, killing so much here from jrayc. But additional reinforcements coming down here from the main, from behind as well. Even though the fungals are great, most of the army here is cleaned up for MaddeLisk.
Yeah, those fungal did a lot of damage, but still they didn't do enough. There's a couple of Marines.
Okay,
more
wait, she has two more. She has
way.
2 more fungals there. So that's one fungal, and she has one more. She can infested Terrans even coming down her, and now the medevac that was in the main of MaddeLisk is even coming back here with its cargo. These infestors are dead, by the way. Fourth base is established. She is not so saturating that yet, but I think she's right now really flustered, because what do you do when the Terran cleans up your army like this?
Well, still, jrayc lost a lot of workers. MaddeLisk is ahead in workers. She's ahead in armor supply. She's ahead in every way. And right now, she is moving in for the kill. Let's see if jrayc actually can defend this.
17 hydralisks. So these hydralisks are actually going to be brutal now in the next battle. These tanks need a siege up, but they caught out of position. And here comes MaddeLisk. She's getting a beautiful concave here, picking up in the medevac. He's in risk of losing a few. One does fall, nothing with units in though, so lucky there for jrayc. But now this third base is under threat of getting completely destroyed, because these hydralisks can come in. They do have the range upgrade, and they have the +2 upgrade. They can kill this CC so fast.
jrayc doesn't know what to do. He has stopped dropping. He's just focusing right now on the defense. He's really pushed against the wall.
Yeah,
he needs an army
he's
to
even
battle
going to
this.
lose his third base here. MaddeLisk is taking a decisive lead. This is exactly what she needed. Now she's retaking the initiative.
Down the command center goes, and now comes the big engagement here. Let's see if the hydralisks can actually fight this force. They are going down very quickly.
No roaches here tanking for those hydralisks. MaddeLisk is now saturating her fourth base, so she's re-establishing a very strong economy. She's going up to a total of 79 drones to 35 SCVs here of the turn. He is now moving out across the map. 3-3 is halfway done. MaddeLisk does not have hive. She's actually making a spire right now. I don't think that make a mutant transition is really going to be the best option, because, I mean, these upgraded bio units are going to be so strong against the 0-0 mutants if she decides to go for that. Maybe she's looking to go brutal, but now here's a stim. The tanks are going to be focused down, I believe. No. Tanks do fairly well, but here we have MaddeLisk coming in from the flank with additional roaches. And hydralisks as well. Only medevacs remain. We have SCVs being pulled off the line as well, and MaddeLisk's economy is booming. And while jrayc is all out of money.
Yeah, jrayc, he's on 2 bases against a 4-base Zerg, and he's so low in supply, he's so low in workers, and he's so low in income. He needs to go for it now. He needs to gut 1 or 2 bases to actually be even. But here comes an engagement once again. And now there's roaches in here. They tank the damage, and the Hydras just pushing in the DPS.
Flank there, taking out the last of the tanks, and only medevacs remain. There is no back there. GG is killed, and MaddeLisk manages to take game number 3 on Whirlwind.
Oh my god, and look at that.
Oh, she is so relieved there. Her nerves must be on fire.
Wow, what an amazing game. It all came down to that actually counterattack.
Going for the Roach Hydra composition really worked out for her there. And I think that jrayc was expecting like Ling Muta.
Yeah.
That was the first thing he had in mind when he came into that game. But Roach Hydra just really proved how potent it can be.
Yes.
When you take the correct engagements.
The hydralisks does so much difference because, hey, they can shoot up and they do so much damage.
Yeah, the DPS is brilliant for hydralisks. I'm just going to say a small thing here. Apparently our spectator or something is using my other account, so I get really confused by that. Like, it really breaks my brain.
You have 2 accounts?
Yeah, PG Panzer, that's my other account.
What kind of pro gamer are you?
Oh, I'm not a pro gamer, I'm just a...
You just dual boxing 2 different games, ladder with the mouse?
Yeah, ladder, Terran is so easy.
Yes, they are.
No.
But look at this recent game. It looks like exactly the same opening, just going for a couple of roaches.
Yeah, they looked, but the only...
But then, bam!
Yeah, as we were slowly getting into the mid-game, MaddeLisk just completely changed her style and displayed some beautiful Zerg play there. She was under a lot of pressure, though, with the drops going on and the denial of that 4th base, but she managed to stabilize and just push the issue there when she got into the natural of jrayc, and especially killing that 3rd base.
Yeah.
That really sealed the deal.
That was so good.
He took so much damage when she came in there. like losing
Yeah.
losing the tanks and stuff like that. He maintained medevacs, which is really, really good because like if you have it doesn't matter if you like remake bio armies over and over and over. If you have no medevacs to support them, like if you lose the medevacs, it's really difficult to get back.
Yeah, but still, I thought it looked kind of grim there when the counterattack came after the third base fell, because when he was pushing inside, just going inside the base, just trying to kill everything, and MaddeLisk armor was so low, but suddenly, bam, more army, more roaches, more hydras, GG, and that's an excellent playstyle. I love that. So I think the next map is going to be Frost.
Yes, that is going to be map number 4. We're just waiting for these players to get ready, and I noticed that I'm slurring a lot because I'm really, really, really tired. I'm actually going to be so rude and unprofessional that you're going to see this.
You're going to drink water
This is the
live?
privilege that casters have in the University Star League. We're actually allowed to drink, and hopefully this will refresh me and let you see. So cheers to you guys on stream. Hopefully you guys are not just drinking water, but actually like vodka or something like that. Let's get shit-faced and celebrate this.
Yes.
And cheers to you there over in
The production desk.
yeah, the production team.
Good
Cheers
job,
to you guys. Doing an amazing job.
Yeah. This water was sponsored by Komplett, QPad, and Kingston.
Yes, it was.
And you're watching University Star League. We have over 500 viewers right now on stream, and I think this is so exciting. This game,
Still,
it's on the edge.
Yeah, could potentially still be the last gamer for MaddeLisk, but now she has the initiative. She has the initiative coming into game number 4.
I'm becoming quite scared of you right now. But let's jump into the game.
Yes, sir.
So let's mix it up. Why don't you start?
Oh, really? Am I going to do the honors?
Yeah.
I am always the second guy. Okay, so here we have him. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting for team property. He is the red Terran spawning in the bottom left corner here. Map number 4, Frost, in the specify. He is jrayc.
And in the top right corner, playing the blue Zerg, we have our wonderful player, World Championship female, MaddeLisk.
Wearing the blue dress.
Wearing the blue pants, the blue shorts, the blue skirt.
It's not sexist of me to say
scarf.
the blue dress. Like what do you say? Like the blue Wellingtons?
The blue boxing gloves.
Yeah, the blue lifting gloves.
And she's ready to punch jrayc into 2-2.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for 2-2.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god, that would be so amazing.
And then we like go into beautiful game 5, where jrayc goes 11-11 and MaddeLisk goes 10 pool.
Yes. I noticed there's a lot of large maps in
people
the map selection.
People are actually vetoing maps. I noticed that like we both had Aquilon and what's it called? Aquilon. Belcher and Aquilon were
right.
vetoed maps. I can understand that MaddeLisk would actually want to veto Belcher Vestige because it's really easy for Terran to just go on a victory parade and destroy you.
Yes, the Terran Victory Parade. You got really intimidated by those, banners and music and stuff like that. Speaking of music, MaddeLisk said she has Super Mario music in her ears, which we wish we had together with this. That would be sort of awesome. But as nerdy gamers we are. But no, we actually hear ourselves in our headphones.
Yeah, but I like that. I like hearing my voice. No, I'm joking. Okay, I hate my voice, but I've used it. Anyway, ladies and gents, here we can see that MaddeLisk is going for a hatchery first, getting a pool as well, going very, very standard jrayc, doing the exact same build. I can just be quiet for the first 10 minutes of the game because there's not going to be a lot.
Let's not.
Happening.
We're going to try to call it. Do you think MaddeLisk will go back to her old style of going Ling, Mutas, Bingling?
I want noodles.
That is not a build I'm familiar with.
It's a new metagame for Asians.
Noodle build.
Yeah, the noodle build.
That is 5 Nidus worm in a bowl.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm actually starving. But I think that on this map, it's like they're spawning cross. Ling Muta would make a lot of sense, and then you can go into Ultra to give Fester.
Yeah, but MaddeLisk doesn't know that. She actually sent out an Overlord to the top left base.
jrayc, though, however, scouting... Okay, never mind. He did scout close air.
Yep.
First, and now these guys are going to see... I think MaddeLisk realizes where her opponent has spawned. MaddeLisk is probably going to be going to the 4 queen. Yes, there we go. And a single gas. Cancelled.
Mind game.
Oh yeah, that's actually real mind games. Or maybe that was just a mistake. We don't know. We do not know. Because these guys are like probably better than we are.
Yes. Much.
Okay, I actually have played jrayc.
You have?
Yeah, I did play him in a best of 3.
How did it go?
Yeah, he completely destroyed me.
I'm not surprised.
To be fair, I was really tired, like now.
Yeah.
That's my excuse. Anyway, MaddeLisk is probably going to be posturing to take a 3rd base shortly. Completely gasless. Would not be surprised. She's got creep spread starting now. More drones coming out. MaddeLisk, what are you going to be doing? We shall see. Now, anyway, we going to the production tab here. We can say that the production tab is probably the most useful thing, you know, when casting. We have reactive Hellions coming out here right now, and a 3rd CC for jrayc. So he's not going to be doing anything unorthodox, and MaddeLisk also taking her 3rd base. Pardon me, MaddeLisk. Do not hate me. Don't punch me when I go down later into the Owler. Now she's going up to a total of 4 gas here, and just droning up very nicely, building a strong economy. 41 drones to the 31 SCVs. Bunch of Hellions on the way, but Stim Pack also in production here for jrayc. Now production are just being very handsome in front of me now, so I'm getting a bit distracted. These Hellions are coming in here to confirm a 3rd base.
All right. So 3rd base, Hellions are going in for the, as I said before, the ritual toasting of the base. Trying to do a bit of a damage, do a bit of a harassment here. It actually forces MaddeLisk to do something about it. And here comes the army of queens just marching down. It's going to make not short work because they're going to have a hard time trying catching it. And there's also a spine there just to be sure that nothing will sneak in.
I really like that. I like the addition of that spine crawler.
I love static defense.
She also has a spine in her natural between these 2 evolution images. She's getting 1-1, Carapace and Mini, Zergling Speed, Lair, Baneling Nest. A lot is going on here in MaddeLisk land. These queens are going to be coming away here, are going to be coming down here, and they're going to be forcing these Hellions off of creep. +1 has been started, and he's going to double engineering bay. Very good build.
It's not the Vortex guy again. Don't do that. Don't do the Vortex
Like Vortex would say, it's a very good build. Double engineering bay after 3 command center. Strong macro.
Oh, I hate you. Why would you do that?
Now anyway, Lair halfway done. And Starport as well, coming down here for jrayc.
Yeah, and as last time we see their neck in neck when it comes to the actual upgrades. Neck by neck, it's called, not neck in neck.
Neck to neck?
In the neck of time.
In the neck of time, you're literally, oh my god, that sounds so weird.
It's in the nick of time.
Yeah, jrayc has deployed its 3rd CC. Now, a lot faster than he did on the previous maps, but I can really understand that. I mean, considering it's such a huge map. Ooh, look at this. MaddeLisk is getting pneumatized Carapace, which is Overlord speed.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is an awesome upgrade. I've been watching a lot of TLO play, and he used it quite early in the games just to get full map vision and map control.
Yeah. That does make sense.
One of the coolest upgrades, not coolest, but one of the most useful upgrades.
Yes, sir, that is correct. And when you get the Overlord speed, it also increases the movement speed of your Overseers.
Yes.
Overseers, and Overseers are morphed from Overlords, cost 50 minerals, 50 gas, and they see invisible units, which means that you don't risk playing into Widowmines with your MutaliSks, because they can keep up.
Exactly. That's
and I think that's exactly what we're going to see, because I mean, she is getting a Spire.
Yeah. And
Spyro!
The Hellions are just poking in, checking out what's able to be done there, trying to get some tumors, but not getting it.
Ooh, MaddeLisk getting a super quick 4th base. MaddeLisk, you're
Love
being
that.
very bold. I like this. And the 2-2 as well.
Nice.
Now 2-2 should be starting there for our Terran player. Both of these players neck in neck.
Yep.
In upgrades. They just like literally started at the same time. What have we got going on here? Right, so we have a small army here, or a small patrol from jrayc moving out across the map with 2 medics, and these 6 Hellions are still intact. A bunch of Banelings being morphed, but she's going to have Baneling speed for when jrayc does come out on creep. And now look at this. MaddeLisk is actually brilliantly moving down for a counterattack here. There is a bunker there though, with Marines and an additional 5. jrayc really, really nicely walling off this bunker here with depots. I like this a lot, and she's just readying this counterattack.
But jrayc actually saw the units moving down. So
he did?
Really, yeah. So
Okay.
he saw, I think, 4 Zerglings or something. He actually saw that.
Yeah, so that should like ring a few bells in his head. He's even got another he's even got another 11 Marines there.
Did you swallow your mic?
No, I suffocated on. I don't know.
All right, so there's been a bit of the defenses going on here by the third base by jrayc.
But MarvinMega, look at this. We have a triple drop coming into of the main of MaddeLisk. Meanwhile, we have this Baneling and Zergling counterattack here. The Baneling's not really connecting with the bunker, but there we go. And jrayc pulling those workers right off the mining. And now these... this drop is going in here, and the MaddeLisk...
Oh, the Mutas! Yeah, just sniping it off!
The MaddeLisks are coming in there to clear up these drops. She manages to pick off one of those medevacs, but the Overlord speed is helping out there, keeping those Overlords alive. A full CC is halfway done here for jrayc as well, and now he's posturing to move out across the map with a lot of Marines, with 1-1-2-2 is going to be finishing for both these players. It's at similar timings.
It's looking really good for MaddeLisk.
Yeah, she has a full base, and she's getting a 5th base as well. Now, jrayc needs to be careful when he moves on to creep that. Now, the MaddeLisk count has actually gone up quite significantly, up to a total of 15. Only 12 banelings, though, so this is going to be an issue against 57 Marines.
Oh, and here comes the banelings rolling in.
Oh my god, beautiful splitting there for jrayc, not taking any damage from those banelings. Barely any of those connecting at all with any of those Terran units, and now he is moving forward, and this third base MaddeLisk is under a lot of pressure.
Yes, it is. It looks like it's going to fall.
Yeah, a lot of drones already starting to fall. A total of 12 have died. Now the Spike Roller does fall. These Queens also coming in and fire. That one Queen does fall. The third base is going to definitely drop. Now MaddeLisk, she does have banelings, she does have 2-2 against 2-2, but this single siege tank is just so important. And jrayc isn't even focusing down banelings. Some detonations actually pretty good, and wow, she does clean up all of those Marines, and nothing remains from the ground army there of jrayc. And even these 2 medevacs full of units, if she manages to pick those up, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, she actually turned that around. She lost the base, but she did so much damage.
Crazy. And here we have these 2 additional medevacs. They're going to be coming in here to threaten this 5th base, but a big swell of lings are going to be probably shutting this down.
Yeah, and here comes a tank drop and some Marines just pounding away at the base, trying to get it down, but there's a huge army of Zergling just rolling in. She's really on top of everything right now. It feels like it was so close that jrayc actually could have tipped everything over and won. But right now, MaddeLisk is just punching back. But if you look at jrayc's worker count, he's ahead in workers over a third player.
75 SCVs to 67 drones.
He really
look
loves
at this. MaddeLisk has a 4th base.
Yes,
she's establishing her 5th. She's going to go... She could easily take a 6th base as well. jrayc, however, does have a full base. 4th base Terran is really scary. And all of you Zugs in chat, you can confirm this. You know, guys, when they start victory matching you with 3-3 bio and tanks and mines and medevacs, and it's all just disgusting, and you want to cry, and you're getting like nervous breakdowns. You guys know that.
Yes, we do. More Marines are coming in for a slow harass here. MaddeLisk just trying to get her, what is it, 4th base? No, 5th base up and running here. She's playing really, really green now. The 4th base is up for the Trampan.
Now finally we see MaddeLisk getting a hive. These MaddeLisks coming in, poking a little bit. How much damage has she done? Not too much. Killed total of 3 workers. I know she's... Oh, wait, there are barely any Marines here. She could pick off a couple of these reactors. That would be really, really big. That would be, really hinder the micro, or slow down the micro of jrayc. But now she's forced to pull out because 2-2 Marines are pretty strong.
Yes, but speaking of rolling in, a couple of banelings are rolling in from the top for the 4th base. Oh my god,
this could do so much damage to this planetary and all of the workers there. If jrayc does not react correctly, I'm going to go to his vision, actually. He's all over the map right now. There's a drop, and now he's looking at the minimap, and he reacts really quickly. Beautiful reaction time there. Oh,
so close!
If he had 2 more banelings, the planetary would have died.
Oh my god, that was so close.
MaddeLisk, actually, that's a lot of units just thrown down the drain. Now MaddeLisk, however, going up to 3-3 plus 2 air weapons as well. I want to see you go for those Ultralisks, adding in Infestors as well, and then just having MaddeLisk go crazy with all the late game hype tech that Zerg has at their disposal. Now this game is just getting crazier and crazier. We have a lot of MutaliSks and another skirmish going on in the middle of the map. Big connections with the tank shots onto those links. So many Zerglings just getting roasted.
Oh my god, what an amazing attack. More 19 Banelings in production right now, and we can see if jrayc split is as good as before, because...
Yeah, look at this now. He's setting up beautifully here at this fourth base of MaddeLisk. She is in a very difficult position now. She's got a total of 46 Banelings, but with this number of siege tanks, there's a total of 5 and a Thor as well. Here she comes rolling in, and the tanks are not focusing on the Banelings really. She needs to connect with these Marines though, and the connection is actually not the best. None of those Banelings connected with the last bunch of Marines, so she's forced to evacuate that fourth base, and the fifth base can eventually also kind of actually fall as well if jrayc sends a bunch of units up there.
Yeah, MaddeLisk is in a world of trouble. More Zerglings are in production, more MutaliSks are in production. She has the upgrades going.
Look at this, MaddeLisk has no gas, and here we see jrayc going for this fifth base as well. These drones are being pulled up, but there's nowhere for them to run. MaddeLisk right now in a terrible position.
Oh my god, and I just love the flavor, just throwing in a Thor in the mix there as well, because, you know, what is MutaliSk very, very bad at? Killing Thors.
No, you can magic box, but the Marines are like...
Yeah, but you need a lot of them.
But now look at in terms of upgrades, these players are going to be evening things out shortly. And MaddeLisk is looking to go for counterattack with these cracklings. She's got the Admiral Glass, never mind, they're cracklings soon. Okay, never mind. The mutants are coming in here. They could actually kill this planetary. And jrayc is going to be forced to with a bunch of Marines coming in, stimming ones to scare those MutaliSks off.
There's one resource MaddeLisk leads battle right now, and that is time. She needs to buy
and
time.
Gas.
Well, and that and gas. But she needs to buy time to get all of her upgrades going and start slowly moving and killing everything.
She needs to get Ultralisks. Like Ultralisks, Ultralisks would be... or like Broodlords would also suffice for this, but I feel that like just jrayc is so on par with everything that he needs to be doing. A bunch of links falling. I heard something die.
Yeah, it was a drop in the top actually.
Oh yeah, I see that now. This is now the fourth base of MaddeLisk, and the Terran has been allowed to stay on this fourth base. He's been effectively mining for quite some time. In terms of income, we see. The gas is higher, more gas, and everything is just better for the Terran in terms of economy. Now this fourth base that she just finished is going to be falling, and this is such a frustrating position for MaddeLisk. She must be really frustrated now. A lot of Banelings being morphed in. This, I feel, is going to be her lost engagement. If she can come in with these Banelings and wrap around with the links while the tanks are not in siege mode, she could be able to clear up this entire army, and then maybe turn the initiative around. But it's going to be really difficult.
Let's see how much difference Adrenal Glands can do, because they're finishing right now, and that is the upgrade that MaddeLisk
I don't know about this. You need to be very careful with this amount of Banelings. You can't just throw them away.
Well, you throw them at your opponent, but not away.
Yeah,
yes.
They need to like hit something.
Yes, they do. And no more base. Well, no more bases going for MaddeLisk. Yes, there is. There is a fourth base going for MaddeLisk right now, and she badly needs to defend it. The pain train of jrayc, a maxed out Terran players moving around the map.
Upgrades, plus 3 armor is about to finish.
And I'm just, what is he waiting for? He's maxed.
He has just go. He can go and train on them. He does not have an impressive mineral bank, so you should be looking to take a. Okay. He does not have an impressive mineral bank because he decided to throw down an additional 4 command centers in one go. Oh, look at this tank count. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's so much pain in that.
17 tanks and 58 Marines, and a single Thor, 13 medevacs, 15 ICVs.
And here comes the big engagement we're all been waiting for.
I don't know if this is going to work. MaddeLisk coming in, Banelings going in and near the siege. Oh my god, losing about 15 Banelings to siege tank fire there in one go. That is nothing you want to be doing right now, MaddeLisk. She has got slightly more gas, but these 3 Marines are actually being such a pain, and such a thorn in her side right now. And here we have jrayc sieging up on this base now. It's coming under fire. Oh my, look, a bunch of burrowed Banelings, but they actually got destroyed by the splash from the siege tanks when those lings were over there. Now jrayc is establishing a 5th base as well. He's got so many additional command centers, and with all these orbiters, he's going to have an infinite scans, infinite mules. He can just sacrifice all of his SCVs and just get even more army supply.
Yes, still, MaddeLisk actually has the upper hand when it comes to income, so she's a bit ahead there until the what is it now? 5th base establishing for jrayc, and that is, you see the position of that base? That is so cheeky. He's like, let me build a base in your backyard.
It's far away in a sense, though. I still feel, but yeah, he's going up to 5 base, and now MaddeLisk is just barely starting to mine a 4th base again. She's going to be mining out this 3rd base very shortly. There's not too much money remaining here. Looking at the mineral fields, a couple of thousand minerals. Her natural has nothing, and there's only gas in her remain. Yeah. She is effectively on like 1.5 bases right now. jrayc is just being really slow and methodical about this approach.
Yes, he is. It's another spoon Terran. We've seen one before today, but here comes a more aggressive version of it. And MaddeLisk almost maxed out against a, well,
yeah, okay, she comes in and all the tanks are sieging up. Ooh, she's splitting out. Big surround coming in from MaddeLisk. And oh my god, the bio is just too strong. A lot of the tanks remain, and all of the banelings, not a single connection there from the bottom. The MutaliSks are still alive, but look at the economy. There's going to be a huge economy boom here for jrayc, because he's going to be dropping a lot of mules at this planetary fortress, and he's moving on to MaddeLisk's creep right now. Yeah,
MaddeLisk went for an all-in. She had to kill all the bio, but she didn't.
Oh wait, there are 2 borrowed banelings there. If she can get a big clump of marines on top of those.
That would be so good.
Yeah, she could clean up all of these tanks. She needs to be really careful.
Oh,
yeah! That was actually...
Oh my god!
That was a good detonation there, killing like 15 marines or something like that. So it was very cost efficient there for MaddeLisk, because she needs any cost efficient trade she can make. That's so important right now, but it might not be enough. I mean, because jrayc is just taking hold of this game, controlling it so well. Good snipe there from MaddeLisk, and now she's once again moving banelings and zerglings on the high ground, but we just see a stream of red across this map.
Yes, the big stream of red is just pouring out from jrayc's base into MaddeLisk's newly fresh base here. Sorry, it's the
pretty big bailing detonations there. He's actually forced to retreat, and now these MutaliSks can kill a lot of these tanks. Reinforcing marines coming in though, and she needs to be very careful because these marines have 0 armor versus 3 marines.
But look at the supply count, 183 to 107. And jrayc is up at 54 SCVs. He has a higher income. Yeah, he has higher everything.
He's almost doubling his opponent in terms of supply. And here she's swinging around and trying to hit those tanks. But jrayc is just positioning his units so well. These 3 meters are going to be killing this hatchery. MaddeLisk now effectively on a single base mining.
Yeah.
Is this going to be it for the female world champion?
It looks like it. This bio tank army is going to march inside the Zerg base and end it all. And there's nothing they can do about it. There's 2 baneling in production.
MaddeLisk trying our best to hold on, but I think we're going to see GG coming out of us shortly, and jrayc is just going to be pushed up forward. And that's GG, and jrayc take the series 3-1, defeating MaddeLisk.
And look at the joy on his face. He looks so, I don't know, does he look happy? It's a stone face. I can read his emotion from distance. He's super happy.
Oh, I don't think people expected that. Actually.
No, not at all.
I think MaddeLisk was like the player favored to win this series.
I felt like she should have gone with the old style actually when she
old style?
Well the Hydra Roach, because that worked so well for her. So that was so cool to see, and the Cerberus and Terra matchup, epic matchup. And the style that jrayc actually played, it was so awesome to see that.
I like this style. Like Marine Tank, it's worked really well against how MaddeLisk was playing. She was flanking a lot and stuff like that. Widow mines, they're good.
Yeah.
But once they've spent their shot, have a 45-second reload timer, which means that you'll be open to sort of flanks and stuff like that. The tanks, however, deny that, and especially the way that it positioned his marines around them to buffer for MutaliSks and help deal damage with lings that came in. He was just playing a very, very solid TVZ style.
Yeah, I like it. It's sort of marching up his army, do some damage here and there, and slowly wearing down your opponents. So aggressing at the beginning, and then going for a more defensive style, and slowly winning away. So that's it from us. We're going to head over now to the actual main stage to hear an interview with the winner.
Yeah, and...
All right, yeah, wow. That's the dubstep. Yeah, jrayc, you can't do that. Oh, it should be on. Try it.
Okay, hi.
Can you hear him? Say something.
Okay, hi.
Perfect. The beautiful English, we can hear that. Congratulations, man. Well played.
Thanks.
How was that? Was it a tough matchup?
When she went Roach Hydra, it's very tough because her timings are very well timed, so to speak. And,
Yeah, it seemed like she wasn't really on 100% top of his game. She did get a little bad use out of those mutas, I think. And yeah, her Roach Hydra is very strong. So there was a lot of very close moments there. She could have gotten just a little bit more use out of some. There was some parts of the army lagging behind. So it was nowhere from a rollover from your side. It was really close matchup, and it was so intense to watch from here. Really good games. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, she told me she didn't want to do the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
You know, every game. So
I think it's the showmanship part coming in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true. That's true. Well, it was awesome. Do you feel confident for the rest of the tournament now?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, don't lie, man. No, I know you feel confident, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to go up against any Protoss.
You don't want to, okay. All right, so that's what might thwart you under the rest of it. All right. Thank you very much for playing. It was so nice to see. It's such an intense matchup. I wish you good luck for the rest of the tournament. So grab your stuff and make it over to the Players' Lounge, and they get to talk a little more. In the big round for jrayc here. Some really intense games there. And guys, after this, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be popping back. Let's take a look at the schedule for the rest of the day. Can we get it on the screen, I guess, in a while? This was the last of the quarterfinals, so we have all of our winners. And next up is, of course, the semifinals at 16:30, so 4:30. And we're going to have PH Winter starting it off versus Xefania, and then PVF Lunar versus jrayc, of course. And then we have the finals at 8, so we have a lot of epic StarCraft left to play. Now we're going to take a break for an hour. We're going to let everyone here eat some. We're going to let people chill out for a while, hang in the bar and so forth. And when we come back for the semifinals block, I'm going to have a short interview with Violet Gear, talking about the prize she's making for the person who's going to win this, and talk a little bit about her booth. She has a small booth set up down in the bar where you can craft stuff. You can learn to craft different things. So drop by there, grab a beer, craft something, enjoy it, and we'll be back at 16:30 with more StarCraft. Now I'm going to hand this over back to the players' couch. So take it away, Njal and Fubar.
What's up, guys? Welcome back here to the player couch. I was a little worried. It sounded like we wasn't going to be able to talk some about that series, and it was an awesome series. I want to talk about it.
Yeah, it was a great series, actually. I was very impressed by both players, and I like it how MaddeLisk changed her strategy, like every game, doing other stuff. But jrayc had like a very solid style, so
very solid.
It looked very unbreakable.
Yeah, both players were good, and even though it ended up with a 3-1, it was still pretty close game, some of them.
Yeah.
Especially the one on Derelict. Like, MaddeLisk was so close to closing that out with her baneling
that was the
roach
second
aggression.
game, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it was super close, because she had like Zerglings up in the third base, but they killed some depots and then they ran away somewhere.
Yeah, probably, we didn't see it on camera, but probably what happened was that MaddeLisk had the Zerglings on the same hotkeys, so she pulled them away from the third. And I think that if she wouldn't have done that...
I think that could have been game-changing.
That could have been game-changing, yeah. That's probably like 15 more SCVs, and in a game like that, that kind of damage is crucial.
Yeah, because I was looking at that attack, and he had like, what, 2 siege tanks and 3 bunkers?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, is she really going to bust this?
Yeah.
I thought she was going to die on the ramp on the way up, like. But she did. She busted it well.
Yeah, she powered through. And it was super close. It was a good game.
Super close, yeah.
And if you remember the engagement, like jrayc made a push for MaddeLisk's third, and he had a late pickup. And then he tried to drop the main. If MaddeLisk just would have pulled away like half of her army and attacked the third, I think she could have get it evacuated right there.
Also.
But it's so easy for us to sit here and be like, oh, she should have done this and she should have done that, because it's a completely different issue when you're in the game and you're trying to play.
It is. Oh, jrayc, welcome to the couch, man.
Please join us.
So, welcome to the couch, and huge congratulations, my Terra friend. How do you feel?
Good.
Well played, and yeah, we all hate that question, and we always ask it anyway. So what was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, how do you pronounce your nick?
jrayc.
jrayc. And what is it? That like your real name?
No, it isn't.
That would be super cool, though.
You have to guess, to be honest.
Oh, we have to guess?
Yeah.
You should know his real name, because he's been, like... Actually, don't look at the screen.
Oh, okay, I'm not looking... I didn't see it, though.
You didn't see it.
But you saw it, right?
I know, I knew before. I knew the name before.
Okay, I'm guessing that your nick comes from because you're a fan of JC.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a guess, but that was a bad guess.
Was that far-fetched?
Okay, I'll tell you, okay? Do we have pen and paper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Now this should be good.
Okay, you see this one? J-R-Y... jrayc, you see?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they can't see, can they?
It's just J-R-A-Y-C.
Who's the utmost country legend in country music?
Okay, no, I don't know. I don't listen to country, sorry.
Okay. Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
Right.
Oh, Johnny Cash, okay.
I guess
Johnny
that's
Cash's
right.
full name is John Ray Cash. Okay,
Right.
so I took John, the J, Ray, the Ray, and then Cash.
Ah, that's cool. That's a cool name, actually. I like it.
Yeah, that makes very much sense. Thanks for that explanation. I've been wondering that for some time, actually.
Yeah. All right, so should we just jump into the games and talk a little bit about what happened? So the first game was on Polar Night, right?
No idea.
It was on Polar Night, actually, I'm sure. I'm asking like a question, so it sounds like you can be cool, but
Okay.
sure. It was on Polar Night. Do you remember the game now that you know it was on Polar Night?
Yeah.
Because I remembered Madde did opening where she you know, some Zergs like to build a lot of speedlings to counter the Hellions, but it's almost only worth it if you actually manage to kill a lot of Hellions. Did you
If
feel
you
like
get us around, is it?
exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. Did you feel and good Terrans will just stay at the edge of the creep and push the creep back and not like overcommit with them? Did you feel that you were a bit ahead from the beginning when you saw those links?
When I killed them, you mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I think I killed a few.
Yeah, you killed a few.
Yeah.
She got like 2 Hellions. It was okay exchange, but yours was a little bit better.
I mean, even though she's building lings and trying to kill my Hellions, I want to stop her from making drones.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I can stop her, if I can make her make 26 lings, I mean.
Yeah, as long as you don't you lose the Hellions,
No,
it's fine.
I don't want to get surrounded and so on. That's the
Yeah, and if you're like a conservative Terran, because you seem to more of a bit of a more safe macro-oriented Terran, and it's not that hard not losing your Hellions as long as you don't overcommit.
Yeah, of
because
course,
that's what you see, like lower master players, they just go crazy. If they don't see
I
any
always
links,
lose my Hellions, by the way.
lower player.
Well, that can be the problem, because if you look away for 1 second to macro,
Yeah.
and you don't see the minimap, I mean you're gonna get surrounded and lose the Hellions.
Exactly.
And they can just leave the game
Exactly.
because
But it was a good game, and you managed to get a good trade with your first. Like a lot of Terrans like to do the push, you know, when you get your 2 first medevacs, you have your Hellions and your Marines, and you did good damage there because her Banelings were a little bit late. Yeah. So I really liked your play there. Let's hop on to Derelict Watcher, which I thought was a little bit more interesting game. How did you feel when she tried to bust you in the middle of the game?
When I dropped her twice, I saw that she had lots of units, and I thought, okay, there's going to be some kind of all-in, you know, some kind of bust. So I just built as many bunkers as I can, so my beautiful Marines can just jump in. And I think I had 2 tanks.
Yeah, 2 tanks.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
I mean, if she actually commits, 2 tanks is not going to do anything.
No.
It's just a psychological defense. So to
It
speak.
makes them stay back for a while.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I think she forgot about that I actually had a 3rd, because she didn't go for the 3rd.
I don't know if you noticed, and we just talked about it a bit, but she sent up like 20 Zerglings or something to your 3rd, but I think she had the same hotkey, so then when she attacked, because I'm pretty sure she would have won the game, because when I looked at the workers lost, you probably would have like 15 workers more lost just because of that, and you were already a little bit behind on the eco after that, so it was a close game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she killed the wall up to the 3rd with those Zerglings.
Okay.
Then it ran off for some reason. So
She probably just attacked move and had on the same hotkey.
With the army key.
Exactly,
Probably,
and it's a super easy mistake to do, even if you're high masters.
Yeah.
All right, so the 3rd game was Whirlwind, where the map that Madde won, and she played, because I talked to you before about her style, and you told me about Roach Hydra, and just as said, it seems like to be a really strong strategy.
Well, let's say it like this: her timings with Roach Hydra is is much better than the timings with.
She executes them very well.
Of course, yeah. And I mean, you need lots of multitasking to actually use MaddeLisks and Ling run-bys and Banelings and so on. So.
And I noticed like her playstyle is clean, and she's a little bit better. She's better than me too, but she doesn't have the highest APM. So I think that's a drawback for her when she plays Mudaling Bane, because you need a lot of multitasking.
Yeah, it can be.
Yep.
yeah, but she looked very comfortable in like that unit composition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she knew where to take engagements. and she ran like really far forth with the roaches before the engagement, and I was like, oh my god, is she committing this heavily? And then she came from all the angles, and it like turned out very well. So
it's pretty hard on Whirlwind to cover all your 3 bases if you want to be, because I knew it was going to be some kind of roach hydra timing at 30 minutes. So I just needed a couple tanks, and if I want to cover my 3rd, I can't cover the natural, so it's pretty hard to cover on Whirlwind.
Yeah, you choose one base to cover and you lose the other. Yeah, I know that.
And you don't want to fight in chokes because she had infestors with fungal, so.
Yeah, and hydras can be super dangerous if you get fungal and they just outrange you. So.
But like, do you play her often on the ladder?
No.
Okay, like ever?
No, I don't think. Once maybe, yeah.
So this was like your 2nd time fighting her?
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. And then game 4, of course, the last game on Frost.
Is that your notes?
Yeah, those are my notes. They're very sparse. There's like one sentence.
Like we actually tried to hide the notes on the floor so no one sees them, but Jerry's just like, I scouted your notes. I see your hidden proxy notes.
Yeah, and it's so invisible when we're like talking down to the floor like this. And yeah, on the 4th game, on this. So anyways, when in that game did you know when you were going to win?
The Frost game.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to lose actually, because I was miscontrolling and I lost a couple drops. I lost tanks, and Hermudas was constantly just everywhere. And but I knew I was winning when I got a 5th base, a 4th and a 5th, because then I can just do anything. I can just rally everything because I have so much economy.
I actually think just before you secured your 4th base, you lost a big chunk of your army. Yeah. But as you secured the 4th base, like Terran becomes so strong. Mostly when you play the parade push, because then you get endless parade push. But even if you play tank Marine, it's super it's so hard for the Zerg to break a 4 base Terran. So
I mean, if it's a planetary and they have links, they can't really do anything.
No, exactly.
But if they have ultras with 3/3, it's very easy to.
Have you tried? Have you ever played ultras now since with siege tanks?
No. Siege tanks
it's not supposed to work, and I haven't tried it out since they got the upgrade. But it shouldn't it should still be bad.
They're useless against ultras.
I just wanted to know because I haven't tried it out yet.
I mean, if you want to go something with mechanical units, you can go Thors.
Yeah, of course.
But otherwise, just go Marauder. Medevac.
Yeah, the obvious choice.
Yeah.
One last question. Do you usually go like the bio tank style and not the bio mine style? That's still common.
I usually go bio mine, but as I thought she was going to do some roach stuff, I just
tank is much better. Yeah, because I my thought was maybe she doesn't go roach hydra every game because she was rid of you. She was afraid, not rid of you, afraid of you just hard countering it with instant tank production. So that could be the reason, but we don't know. And I think she left, so I can't ask her.
Okay. Do you think she's angry?
No, I don't think so. She's just a busy woman. Yeah. So I think that's it for this interview.
Okay.
And we're back at 16:30, as Peter said multiple times. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome games, and you're going to see a lot more of this guy. So
he'll be playing against Lunar next, so...
Yes. Yeah. Take care and see you soon.